In this video, I'll be going over everything that you need to know in regards to the Levana Dragons NFT play-to-earn game. There have been a ton of updates and developments, so if you haven't been keeping up to date, I understand that it can be overwhelming if you're just trying to get involved right now. So I'll be covering everything from cracking your meteors, nesting your dragon eggs, staking your talismans, beating the first minigame. I'll be going over everything so that you know exactly what is going on and you know how to maximize your airdrop reward potential, because there will be the LVN Token Airdrop coming up in March and is highly anticipated. So if you're trying to get up to speed with Levana, this is the video for you. So be sure to stick with me until the very end. Without further ado, let's get right into it and let the gains be with you. So Levana stands for leverage any asset, and Levana Protocol will be a decentralized perpetual swap leverage trading exchange here on the Terra blockchain. And one of Levana's main goals is to incorporate a massive global audience of millions of people to use this protocol. And how they are doing that is they are building out a DeFi, decentralized finance game on top of their protocol. And this is known as Levana Dragons. And a main part of this game are the evolving NFTs. And we can see right here in the home page of Levana the 4 different kinds of NFTs at this moment in time. So in early November, it was on about November 8th was the first date of the meteor shower. We were all able to participate in this, and this was the NFT mint. It was a fair mint open to anybody in the world with a Terra station address, and it took place over 44 hours. And you can donate UST, you can send UST into the protocol every hour for 44 hours straight. The minimum donation, they called it, was 8 UST, and you can send in an unlimited amount. So this is how everything came to be that you see on all of the different NFT marketplaces. It all started with this fair mint meteor shower in early November. We did cover it from the start here at Crypto Empire. So the Crypto Empire community was well informed, and it turned out to be a very lucrative NFT mint. Now, from the meteors, we were able to crack these meteors. And how you actually go about cracking the meteor, if you happen to still have one in your wallet, or if you just pick one up off of the secondary market, such as here on Random Earth. As you can see, you can purchase these meteors still, right? They haven't all been cracked. If we look at the floor price for a common meteor, they are currently 3.4 Luna, so a little over $150. A rare meteor, and by the way, these cost 8 UST in the meteor shower, so that is a decent profit right there if you even just held the meteor. And then the rare floor price at this moment in time is 7 Luna, so about $350. The minimum contribution for rare meteors was around $20 or $30, give or take. So again, a huge gain there. And for ancient meteors, the floor price is 34 Luna. So crazy, astronomically high prices for that. I can't even work out the math in my head. And then the legendary meteors, these are guaranteed to have a dragon egg in them. The floor price is 449 Luna. So legendary dragons are, of course, the most scarce. I believe there's only 440 of them. So regardless, from the meteor shower, you got a meteor, and then you could take it to the dragons tab. You hit dragons up here in the top right of Levana, and it will take you to your dragon's cave. From here, you can go ahead and crack your meteors. As you can see in my screen right here, I'm logged in with one of my wallets. I cracked 4 meteors in this particular wallet. I did show you on video cracking them live. I'll leave a card right here so you can go ahead and watch that if you're interested. But anyway, I got 3 dragons from my 4 meteors. You either get a dragon egg or you get something called meteor dust. I will show you the meteor dust right now on Random Earth so you understand if this is your first time looking at it. So the meteor dust right here, this is what most people got from their eggs. The dragons were more scarce. I got very lucky with my meteors getting 3 to 4 dragon eggs. I know some people, my brother, he actually cracked 12 meteors and got 0 dragon eggs. So a lot of people were disappointed after the shower, and a lot of people were very happy, like myself. That is a random number generator, completely random. So luck of the draw there. So regardless, people were selling dust right after the cracking of the meteor because they were disappointed that they didn't get a dragon egg. And the prices they were letting the dust go for was insane, insanely low. So if you bought any dust right after that meteor cracking, then you are in a huge profit right now. All the NFTs, if you bought them early, they keep on going up and up and up in value. We'll see if that does continue. I do expect that to continue because the hype and the community for this game is just growing. The team is very competent. They continue to actually deliver. There's no fluff involved here, which is why I'm a big fan of Levana. It's one of the only NFT play to earn games I cover here in the channel because I'm only going to be covering quality games. Quite frankly, I have more important work to do than cover every single new upcoming NFT random obscure play to earn game that's popping up, because they are a dime a dozen nowadays. So you can go watch somebody else's channel if you're interested in all the random obscure games that are hit or miss. I'm going to be focusing on the winners here at Crypto Empire. So the Meteor Dust is needed to actually nest your dragon. So you crack the meteor, you either get a dragon egg or you get Meteor Dust. The next step from there would be to nest your dragon egg. When you nest the dragon egg, you basically prepare it to hatch, because these dragons were in meteors for hundreds of years as the lore goes. By the way, go to blog.levana.finance to read the lore. There's like 5 huge articles that will also give you the story background in regards to what is going on here in the planet Mars. And there's a big faction war coming up. I'll be getting into that in a second, but you should definitely be up to speed with the lore of Levana, because everything's going to make a lot more sense. So if you got an egg from the shower, if you bought an egg off of the secondary market, you have to nest the egg. It's basically like incubating it, because it was sitting in a meteor for hundreds of years and it's not ready to hatch until you actually use the meteor dust on it and prepare it for hatching. So as you can see, we are in my dragon cave right here, and I have 5 eggs. They are all nested. I will show you the difference right now in the marketplace between regular eggs and nested eggs. So the Levana Dragons over here, these are your nested eggs. People already use the meteor dust on them to actually prepare it for hatching. And then if we go back to the marketplace, we can see the Levana Dragons eggs. So these have not been nested yet. These have not been prepared to hatch. These are trading for a premium compared to the nested dragon eggs, because when you do go through the nesting process here in your dragon cave, you get something called Levana loot from the nesting process. This was an Easter egg. Nobody really expected this when it first came out a few months ago. But we can take a look at the loot over here, Levana Dragons loot. And the loot right now is only the talismans. They did say that there will be more loot down the line, but right now it's only talismans. So you can see there are, if we look over here, there's roles. So there's the member role, the premier role, and also these punk role talismans. The punk rolls were airdropped to everybody holding a galactic punk NFT in their wallet. These will give you, they will still allow you to join a faction. I'll be getting to the faction wars in just one second. And in order to maximize your airdrop reward potential, you will have to join a faction and play the game. As you can see, it starts in 3 days' time now. But the punk role is the least significant role. It is going to give you the least amount of rewards. So I would say if you're actually going to be playing this game, then at least get a member role talisman. And the floor price for a member role, it's going to be a Terran. Nobody wants to join the Terrans. They are the worst faction by far. So the Terran floor price is 1.48 Luna. You can scoop up a free Martians for 1.9. And then the Guardians and the Council are going to be more expensive. So Guardians going for around 4.5. And Councils, you can get one for 5 Luna. So as you can see, there is a price difference. The Council is the most scarce faction. If I click on this and then we go Council over here, there are 2,544 Council items. And if I show you the Terrans, there are free Martians have 5,000, and then the Terrans have 5,900 total talismans. So the Council is the most scarce faction in Levana, and it is the most desirable talisman to actually get from nesting your dragon, because even if you just want to resell it on the secondary market, you're going to command the highest price for that Council talisman. So the Council is the best. I would say number 2 is between the Free Martians and the Guardians, and then the Terrans are the bottom of the barrel. So if you're actually going to be playing this game, I would recommend to join any faction but the Terrans. Now moving on, there is another important metric that I want to cover and go over so that you really understand it, and that is the spirit level involved with these NFTs. So if I click on the Meteor Dust over here, and I click on, let's just click on any random dust here. So this dust has a spirit level, as you can see on the right hand side of my screen, of 27.20 spirit level. This is the amount of UST stablecoin that was contributed to the meteor shower to actually get this NFT, right? So you sent in, this person sent in 27.2 UST. He got a meteor, or she got a meteor. They then cracked it. They got this meteor dust. And the Meteor Dust spirit level is directly correlated to the amount of UST contributed by the user in the Meteor Shower. There hasn't officially been an announcement stating exactly what spirit level will be used for, but the speculation is that it will be a rewards multiplier of sorts or a leverage multiplier. I don't really know for sure, so don't quote me on this. But spirit level, it's been said it's very important. And you won't be able to see the spirit level of your dragon eggs, but you can see the spirit level of the nested dragon eggs. So when you nest your dragon and you use the meteor dust on your egg, you pour it on, the spirit level does transfer over to the dragon egg. All right, so it never goes to waste. It's just transferred, just like energy here on the planet Earth, not in the metaverse of Levana. But I can click on any one of these eggs, and we can see this one has a spirit level of 569. So that means that the total amount of UST for the dragon egg and the meteor dust used to nest it adds up to 569 UST. That's what it means. It is best to have the highest spirit level as possible going forward. So if you're just getting involved right now and you're wondering which NFTs to get your hands on, not financial advice, but I would say if you can afford it, get as much spirit level as you can in your dragon eggs and your meteor dust. So now let's just go over everything and recap so far. So the meteor shower happened in early November. You got a meteor from that. A few weeks after, you could crack open your meteor and you either got an egg or you got dust. From there, you nested your dragon egg by pouring meteor dust on it, and you got some loot. Now, for this loot, what you do now is you stake your talisman on this website, factions.levana.finance, and you will pick your faction to join that you will be fighting for to rule over the planet Mars here in the Levana NFT game. So as you can see, I am a council premier over here. So definitely go ahead and consider joining the council. We would love to have you on board. The current leaders are the Free Martians, and they currently have 615 members, 197 Punk Talismans staked, and 20 Premier Talismans staked. So keep in mind, remember how I went over the numbers of the talismans? The Free Martians have the second most talismans in circulation after the Terrans. So that is why they have more staked than everybody else, which is why they're also in the lead. But I do want to show you this graph that was put together. This is on the official Levana Protocol Twitter account. This graph was from a few days ago, from the 15th of February, and it shows the amount of people that completed the quests, the amount of dragons in each faction, the amount of total spirit level in the total faction. And as you can see, the council has the most spirit level out of all of these. The Terrans had a huge drop-off. A member of the Terrans actually decided to switch to the Free Martians, and he was holding like the third most powerful dragon in the game. So the Terrans lost 100,000 total spirit level, and it got transferred over to the Free Martians. So this is why I say really just avoid the Terrans. Like if you're actually going to be playing the game, at least get a Free Martians or a Guardians talisman, spend a little bit more Luna to get that, because the Terrans really are just going to whiff completely. So now moving on, the quest complete. If you're just getting into Levana now, you're probably wondering, what is the quest to complete? Well, that is the Salim's Adventure minigame. You can find this at salim.levana.finance, and this is a side-scroller minigame. It's basically like Nintendo 64, Super Mario back in the day. There's 21 levels, including the boss level. And then after you beat the game, you will get dust, meteor dust, with 0 spirit level. I'll just show you an example of that very quickly. This common dust. This one has 8 spirit level, but if we go lowest price, we can see that this common dust here, wow, this is, I might buy this right now. Interesting. Anyway, I'll do that after the video. But this common dust here has, wow, these all have 8. What is going on over here? People are letting this go for cheap all of a sudden. So this one here is 0 spirit level. Those others had 8 spirit level, because they were from the actual meteor shower. As you can see, this one has 0 spirit level because it was from the airdrop for beating the mini game. All right, the reason that the team is doing this, they said very early on that there will be an unlimited amount of meteor dust, because meteor dust will be used for everything in the game, not only nesting your dragon eggs, but crafting your weapons, your gear, your armor, etc. There's going to be other creatures down the line when the full metaverse game comes out later on, and in like late 2022, that's expected, not for a long time, a few months in the crypto world. few months is a very long time in crypto. So we have a lot to look forward to with this Meteor Dust. It will be very valuable if it does have spirit level. But the reason they are airdropping 0 spirit level dust is because they understand that a lot of players will be priced out from buying the dust with spirit level, and they want everybody to be involved. So you get a free prize of 0 spirit level dust for beating Salim's adventure. You definitely have to beat this. You should beat the game first and then stake your talisman second, because you're going to want to beat the game first so that it's tracked in your wallet, and then you go ahead and stake your talisman. The team said to do it in that order: beat the game and then stake your talisman. That's their words, all right? So take their advice, beat the minigame first and then stake your talisman for the maximum potential rewards. Now, we've pretty much gone over everything that you need to know in regards to the Levana Dragons NFT game at this moment in time. The faction war will be starting in 3 days' time. When the faction war does start, the team said that there will be more kind of similar to the mini games of Salim's Adventure. And the point of this is to basically, from my understanding, give people something to do while they build out the actual perpetual swap trading protocol, the leveraged decentralized trading protocol, as well as the full immersive game, right? Because that takes a long time to build. And we will be getting rewards. The winning faction of the first faction war here will be getting a prize of 100,000 spirit level, I believe, split among all of the members. The premier roles are much more expensive than the member roles. Premiers will get the most rewards. Members will also get a decent amount. And then the punks will get the least amount of rewards from the faction war. So again, if you're going to be serious about this game, I would recommend at least getting a regular member faction. And if you want to be a leader, you have special privileges. You get access to the team. Each faction over here has their own Twitter account, right? The Council, the Free Martians, the Terrans, and then the Guardians as well. They each have their own Twitter account. I can basically reach out to a moderator on the Levana team, and I can say, hey, I want to tweet this on the official Council Twitter account. And they actually go ahead and tweet that for me. So that is one perk of holding a Premier Talisman, something to think about if you were interested. And also the team did say that if you did everything from start to finish, they just want people to be actively participating and involved in the game. So if you cracked a meteor, if you nested an egg, if you beat the mini game, then staked your talisman, if you did all these steps, you are in the position to get the most potential reward from the airdrop when it does go live. We're not sure if the amount of spirit level total in your wallet will have an impact on the amount of tokens you receive. That's speculation. But regardless, you want to complete all of these steps, right? Crack a meteor, nest an egg, beat the minigame Salim's Adventure, stake your talisman, preferably a council talisman. Again, we would love to have you in the council. So that is everything that you need to know right now. You can also see up here the crafting tab of Levana. These are all the weapons and gear that will be used in the full game when it goes live later on in the year. So you'll be using your Meteor Dust, the gems in the Meteor Dust to craft your gear, and then also you will have an avatar. This is going to be your character, your dragon rider, right? Because the dragons can't ride themselves, right? You need to have a dragon rider, a playable character, avatar to do that. So here you will equip all of your gear. You have slots. You'll be able to interchange between different types of gear depending on what kind of mission or quest you go on, I assume. A lot to look forward to here, something to think about if you haven't stocked up on Meteor Dust yet with spirit level. I want to make sure my gear has spirit level down the line. So of course I have dust that I'll use to craft my gear with spirit level. So that is definitely something to think about. Now there is one more thing before I do go ahead and wrap the video up, and that is the customizing of your baby dragons. So this is something that a lot of people are looking forward to, including myself. We will be able to add up to 4 customizations on our dragon eggs. The Levana team has only disclosed at this moment in time one of the 4 customizations, and that is the eye color of your dragons. So here we have 4 separate images, but we had a council member actually go ahead and put all of them together in one image so it's easy to understand. So in order to customize an ancient dragon, you're going to need ancient dust. It is completely optional. You won't have to customize your dragons if you don't want to, but it will increase the rarity of your dragon NFTs. So if you do want to sell down the line, you're going to be able to command a premium for a dragon that was customized. So if you are holding an ancient dust and an ancient dragon egg, say with a diamond gem as the ancient gem, you'll be able to have your dragon eyes turn white. And if you have dust with emerald, you'll be able to have the eyes turn lime green like this. And then if you have a rare dragon, you'll be able to make the eye color ruby, cinnabar, these red colors. I think this is going to be the most popular among the rare dragons, these deep red eyes, but also will be orange or purple. And then the common dragons, you're going to be able to make them either yellow or blue. Now, if you don't decide to customize, you can see the natural eye colors down here. You'll randomly get in a random natural eye color. So if you don't want to customize, no problem. Your dragon eyes will still have color, but it won't be your own selected. And then for legendary, it will be multicolored eyes. So this is the only modification that we know thus far. This is purely cosmetic. The team has said that there will be one customization that will have a huge impact on the effect and the gameplay of your dragon. I do assume that will have something to do with the infusion. So we're not sure about that just yet. We're waiting for more announcements. No date has been announced for the customization of these dragons, but this is everything. This is everything you need to get up to speed with Levana. You got to crack a meteor, nest a dragon egg, beat the minigame, stake a talisman, and then get ready for this dragon customization. The faction war is starting up in 3 days' time. So if you're not already prepared, now's the time to get ready. I assume this will be a very lucrative, fun game, and a lot to look forward to here, including the decentralized perpetual swap leverage trading protocol, because as a trader myself, I am highly looking forward to that. So Levana Dragons is an NFT play-to-earn game on the Terra blockchain, while simultaneously they are building a perpetual swap decentralized leverage trading protocol, and they will be mashing the two together to create something called DeFi-tainment, decentralized finance entertainment. This is highly anticipated here. It is the first of its kind. It's never been done before. The team is extremely competent, has a lot of experience. They have been doing nothing but delivering and making sure that the community is satisfied with how everything is going. So you have to give them credit for that. We have the faction war starting up in 3 days' time. And in this video, I went over everything that you need to know to get up to speed to maximize your reward potential. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you let me know by leaving a like down below. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. And if you are new to Crypto Empire and you're not already subscribed, go ahead right now and smash that subscribe button down below and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I will see you in the next video.